Hello everybody, welcome to Minecraft on the Block Adventures in Yogbox. So, this is the second video I've done tonight. I'm going to warn you right away that this is probably going to be a long video. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. So, I just got done, well, a little bit earlier I did the Taggart's video, a Technic Pack video, and it was like 45 minutes. I was basically just catching up on all the stuff that I've done and kind of showing what's been going on and talking about my plans. And I'm very excited about this series. I'm getting more excited. I know I was saying, and I totally understand that the videos are a little bit, there's not much of a point to them yet. I mean, I don't have a real good plan yet, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, and I'm just kind of adventuring and tooling around and figuring out what's going on. So I know it hasn't been the most exciting, and it doesn't have a real good structure, but it's getting there. And I've actually, so a couple of things happened. One of the big things that happened was they took the equivalent exchange out of Yogbox, which I actually think is a great idea. I don't know if you guys remember me saying just in one of my recent videos that I think Yogbox or equivalent exchange is kind of ruins the Yogbox. I think especially with Thaumcraft, which already gives you the ability to do some pretty amazing stuff as far as duplicating diamonds and things like that. The equivalent exchange was just too much. What I really liked though about equivalent exchange was the fact that we had a bag, especially with all of these dungeons and stuff, because it is so hard to go through a dungeon and not have to come back up 10 times. So I think there needs to be like a backpack mod of some kind, and there probably is, and I'm just missing it, or I don't know, or I could add equivalent exchange back in just for that, but I like not having it, so I'm not going to have it. I'm going to leave it out. You could always reinstall it, but I'm not going to. The thing that ticks me off though is that I wasn't paying enough attention. I lost a bunch of stuff. Now I went back and I tried to watch some of the videos to see exactly what I lost, and it turns out that it wasn't that bad really. But I know I lost like the glowstone. A lot of the cool stuff that I found in that previous like the first tower that we went to, I lost a lot of that. So anyway, what I did offline then was I found another dungeon. I don't know if you guys remember, but we could see from over there. That's the tower that's dungeon storehouse 1, I'm calling it. This is dungeon 2 storehouse. And then there's a town, Lanthiel or something like that over there that I found. And I'm marking some stuff because I'm actually trying to get a little bit of a plan going for how I'm going to proceed. But I put this little roof access here. This wasn't here, but this was up here. There was a chest and some rooms full of zombies or whatever. I don't know what I found up here. And then there was a very similar dungeon to what we've normally seen down there. It was long and tedious. So I just decided that since I had lost a lot of stuff, diamonds and glowstone and whatever, that I would just go and try to get us back up. It really bummed me out. I hate losing stuff. I don't know why, but I just hate it. So anyway, I went and did a bunch of stuff, and really none of that. That's just stuff that I've gotten in the meantime, but I have quite a bit of leftover armor and coal and redstone and some lapis and more music discs and scrolls and ender crystals and all kinds of junk. And you can see I've got quite a bit of iron and whatnot, and I took a bunch of wool that was down there. I got cookies, I got all kinds of junk, right? And I got a scroll of Norman villagers, so I bought a bunch of I sold a bunch of stuff to one of the villagers. I also got some golden leggings and took all the soul sand that I found in one area. So anyway, I'm doing okay again. We're doing pretty decent on iron and gold. So what I was going to do, let's see, I'm going to take a stack of gold, a stack of iron. So I'm basically going to, let me back up a second. I also grabbed a bunch of like fencing and iron bars and stuff, and I did a fair amount of, back at the other storehouse, I have a fair amount of like stone bricks and stuff that I had mined from, I think the last thing I showed in one of my previous videos was that I was going to mine that. So I did that. Anyway, so what my plan is right now, that's the storehouse number 1. That's back towards where the original village, sorry, I know I just popping into the mic. That's back towards where the original village is. I found that other village over there. I was just doing some searching around and kind of seeing some stuff. So what we're going to do, a couple of things. I also actually got some rail that I picked up. The mine that I happened, or the dungeon that I'm right above now, just happened to have an abandoned mine in it. So I tooled around the abandoned mine for a while. I've got a fair amount of this dinar. these are worth 64 of these, so I basically have 4 and 10 of these. This cost me like maybe like 1 dinar argent or whatever. So it cost me like 64 to get a whole scroll. I also have one of the partial scrolls that I spent like 10 dinar on. So this, it just basically tells you about the Norman people, right? So it tells you all this junk. It's 26 pages of like people, the men, the women, the buildings, uninhabited buildings, all this junk, which it's really kind of hard to read. It's not the most well laid out, but these, I have one quest right now to get cider for one of the villagers over in that village. And to do that, I can go to the other village. I believe you can only sell apples at a different village. They wouldn't buy my apples over there. So I'm going to take these apples to a different village that's over there, and we're going to start this process. I've sold some stone. I think I've kind of figured out how this works, and we're going to play with it and see if we can get going. So, but what I'm also going to do is kind of build the first part of our castle. We're going to find a spot, and we're going to put up our first kind of foundation. We're going to put a very small, just the inner sanctum, whatever we need to get started, and then we'll start to build the castle as we go. So I think I just was going to say something else that I forgot. But I have a longbow. I don't really know what that's about, what's so special about it. I thought I had a diamond pickaxe too. It must be back at the other place. So I think what we're going to do, I have some diamonds. I should probably take the diamonds. I'm trying to think of, got 11 diamonds. I'm trying to think of what I want to take with me. This whole thing with losing the equivalent exchange stuff, like I said, it just really bums me out. Mainly because I got a ton of books. Found a library and I just started hacking up bookshelves. There's still a ton more down there. We can always come back for all of this, basically. I just want to figure out what kind of stuff I want to take for my initial trek, because I really, like I said, I just want to get the foundation laid for our castle and then start moving stuff over to the storehouses over there. And I'm not sure right now where I want to put the castle. Let's go ahead and sleep. I'm not exactly sure where I want to put the castle, because I'm trying. You want to have access to a couple of villages to get this Millenaire stuff working, and to do that, let's see. I can't even remember where I'm supposed to be going. I think it's this way. To do that, you don't want to be going back and forth too much. But I think what I'm going to do is try to get, it's funny, I have not seen a single, watch this. This is a hook shot. Oops. That didn't work. That's kind of cool. You can use it to there's a long shot version of that too. That's called the hook shot. There's a long shot. This one doesn't go very far, but it you throw it and pulls you towards stuff, but cool idea. What was I just saying? I don't know. Oh, but going back and forth between villages, yeah, will be a pain. But one thing I want to do is find or breed a Pegasus. It's funny, I have not found even a unicorn yet. Of all the horses I've seen, I have not even seen a unicorn. So we've got a long way to go. But if we had a Pegasus, we could make things pretty easy on ourselves. So let's stop here and pick up some stuff. So I've got a bunch of junk here as well. I still have my Thalmium pickaxe, which I was kind of glad about, just because I don't really know, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. In the grand scheme of things, the stuff that I lost, I think I would rather have some of the other stuff, the glowstone and whatnot, but I don't even know what makes a Thalmium pickaxe special. So let's see, I don't probably need all of these iron bars. I probably need bricks more than anything. I could use some brick slabs. I don't know if I had those. I probably don't need most of this. So let's see, what don't I need? I'm taking some dinar with me because we're going to stop by that other place. I was going to take rail because I was going to lay down rail between here and there, but I might come back for that because I probably won't do that right now. I might take some sticky pistons just in case I decide to make anything. Let's see, what else? A Viz crystal, because I might need it to make a, like I said, we'll come back for a lot of this. I think I'd rather just take bricks. I just need to build. Might take some mossy stone in case we want some of that. Still got a lot of ore to smelt down over here. In fact, we should get some of that smelting. Let's do this. Let's we got a ton in there too. So we're doing pretty good on iron and stuff. Mossy brick. What else was there? We do have obsidian, so we'll want to go to the nether, especially since we lost our glowstone. But since we don't have an equivalent exchange, we're actually not in that much of a hurry to get back to the nether right now. Looking pretty decent on diamonds. I should probably take a little bit of redstone. So those stairs aren't going to be... We can always build stairs. I do want some slabs, though. We got a lot of fence. We'll need fence, but I'll probably leave some of that here. Got some clay. We'll make some bricks at some point. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Obsidian. Might as well grab the other obsidian if I'm going to take that obsidian with me. I'm taking the doors. I'm just taking things that I don't want to have to rebuild, basically. I guess we could leave some dinar and take... What was I going to take? I really do love the sandstone. I can't wait to do more of that. Some redstone. We have plenty of slime balls. We don't need those right now. Okay, so that's probably good. Let's make sure we stack ourselves with that. It's not like we're really going on an adventure or anything. We're just heading back. But okay. So anyway, that's where that is. So my original plan was for the castle to be right over here. I also need to go back. I think I still have... Well, maybe not. I was going to say I think I still have some stuff over at our original... spot where we very first hidey hole with our mine, but I don't think that is true. I think I got most everything out of there. Okay, so as I was saying at one point, my castle idea, I can take this down. I don't like to have landmarks for things I no longer care about, and this I don't care about anymore. This was that little dungeon, which is a spider dungeon, I think, so I'm not that excited. I guess we could mark it. I've been using the waypoints more. I feel like this whole thing is like cheating. So this is a spider spawn. In case we ever want a bunch of string. And then I basically just turn them off, the ones that I'm not using. So it's kind of cool. And then I didn't know about this either, but you can use the tab to kind of get a zoom in view of the map. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so there's that other village. We'll go and do some stuff over there in a minute. So yeah, and there's one of these Thaumcraft obelisks, which we would do well to have around. In fact, I think when I was over here before, I was thinking about building our castle around it so that we would have it somewhere nearby to make like our Thaumium workshop, our Thaumcraft workshop. So I kind of want to start... I want this to be an organically developed castle complex is what I want. I want it to just kind of grow out of, and I really like the idea of kind of having a decent view all around. I mean, we want to have the village close. That village is going to grow quite a bit if we help it, and it's already doing pretty well. Apparently, you have to help it for it to grow at any decent pace. Let's see. I think at one point I looked at this hill, and obviously we'll have a tower somewhere in our castle. So I'm trying to think of the best way to start the design of a castle if you wanted to build it piece by piece, like a piecemeal castle. I think you'd probably take something like a hill like this, even it all out, lay down a foundation, and then and then build kind of your central tower area. I think the tower is probably the start of any good castle, and then you build on as necessary, but then you want the walls to expand. It's just very difficult. Castle planning is a difficult task. But we need to get something down, so let's do this. I'm going to do two things. I think first off, I need to clear ground and level. So I'm going to pause, do a little bit of ground clearing. I'll probably just clear this upper part, try to level this out to one good solid square area, and we'll build our tower right here. And we'll start with that. We'll make our tower and our inner wall, and then that'll kind of be the beginning area. So I'll probably make just the ground base level of the tower so that we can just have a base of operations, and then we'll start making some plans. So I'm going to pause, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, I'm back. It is a rainy day, but it has been raining a lot, so I figured I couldn't really wait. I didn't bring any wool, so what I did was I actually found right there, you can see a little hole. That's a nice little kind of mine quarry thing. So I went and got a bunch of cobble, And you need to be taken care of because we can't let you roam around here. We know what your type does. So anyway, you can see that I've kind of basically leveled off the approach as much as possible so that it will be pretty safe. They can't just jump up here from any side. I don't have a roof. There we go. I don't have a roof yet, but I do have some walls, and this is going to be just the beginning of the tower structure. It's not pretty, but it will function, and that's going to be the beginning of it. We'll finish that up a little bit more, but let's get down here and talk to our Millenaire brethren about, let's see. I'll deal with getting some decent stairs going up here as well at some point. I just need a way to get back up easily. Oops. There we go. Alright, let's take you guys down too, because I could... Wow, that was a little harder than it should have been. You guys seem to be faster, I'm just slow. There we go. There we go. Alright. Try to get some food so we don't have to worry about that. We got the obelisk nearby. So yeah, we'll start to level that out and do some cool stuff. Like I said, I know they're going to need some cobble over here. They'll at least buy stone. Did I bring the apples? I did. So I brought everything I thought that we might even find useful at all. And let's go talk to some people. So the way this works, as far as I have found out, you find the city hall, which is this thing. They've been doing a lot of leveling, which is good. They're getting ready to build. So you go in here, and this is a different village, so I don't know if this is going to work the same way, but this guy will tell me like that I'm a stranger and blah, 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 right? Somebody would be selling to me. Resting. Where's there we go. Selling to the player. That one. So she will buy iron ingots. She will buy cobblestone. So let's see what they're doing right now. Right now they need wood for planks. Actually, they're good on that. They need mud brick. I don't know what the heck is mud brick. Is that just dirt? You could do a search in here, which I found out. Brick. Nether brick. Bricks. Brick. What is mud brick? Stone, sandstone. Mud brick. I don't even know how to make mud brick. That's something I should look into. Mud brick. What is mud brick? Cooked brick. Mud brick. So the question is, we need to eat. The question is, I would think it would take dirt as an ingredient if it was even going to be in here. Let's see. Let's set item. Clear. Dirt. You can make dirt arrows. That's interesting. Well, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try... Do I have cobblestone on me? I do. It always gets a little tricky because they don't build these buildings very big. I can get rid of that for now. So what I've been doing whenever I come into one of these places, I just stick an oven in the corner because it's always useful later. So can we take dirt? No, we can't do that. Can we take dirt with water or something? Alright, well that's unfortunate because I'm going to need to figure out basically what you have to do is supply them with the things they need and then they'll be able to build stuff. So she'll sell me stuff. So this is Indian is the but she won't buy my apples. So I guess I was thinking something different. I was thinking that this would be a place where I could sell these green apples. So I guess I'm gonna have to find a different village for that. So because I need apple cider for that other village. So this is going to be interesting. This is definitely a different culture. Mud brick. Man, I wish I could. Oh, you know what? I think I saw them like making mud brick up here. That's mud brick. So I wonder, am I allowed to harvest that, or I would think they would frown on that. I should probably find out how to make that. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Let me pause and find out how to make mud brick, and then I shall return shortly. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Hopefully the game is not going to crash. So I found out a couple of things real quick. To make bricks, you have to buy a brick mold. You're supposed to buy it from the chief. And then when you do that, you take sand and dirt, you put them in the brick mold, and then you set them down on the ground, and then you let them dry out, and then you get bricks. So that process is fine, but then I clicked on this guy, and he's just some dude. And I can't hire him. He gave me a quest, and the problem is I clicked on accept quest and the game crashed. It did a saving chunks crash on me. So I'm not sure. I thought he was the chief. He's apparently not. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I have that quest or not. I'm guessing I don't. So he wanted me to go like find a friend of his in a village in the mines. He said he was over by the mines. If you happen to be going that way, something, I don't even know where the mines are. So anyway, that guy, you saw that brick farm up there. That's what we need to do basically. But we need to find the chief, and supposedly he will sell us a brick mold, but this guy doesn't sell us anything. So I'm obviously still have no idea what I'm doing. So selling to the player. Yeah, you. Oh, there it is right there. So I can buy one of those. Did I buy one? There we go. I bought one. Okay, sweet. So now what we're supposed to do, I thought we just like right click with this thing somewhere, and then you have to let them sit in the sun. I don't know if it has to be on sand or like stone, but let's just, I don't think it does. Let's just see here. Yeah, there you go. So you just have the stuff in your inventory. Whoa. Who's that? You? What are you? And why are you going all crazy? That guy's nuts. He's crazy looking. So anyway, those things will dry. Yeah, that's a, come on. What are... Whoa. He's like a... No, he's not even the one shooting me. That was a lightning strike. That was kind of cool. What are you? Wow. Let's get out of here. We need to eat if we're going to get into this battle. Let's bring him up here and see if the villagers can deal with him. That's interesting. Never seen anybody like that. So he's like a... I'm sure we're going to find out. Whoa. Oh, I wonder if that's the Israfel guy. I'll bet it is. Somebody was saying that he has like, he calls down lightning or thunder and lightning storms. And that might be him. That might be the Israfel. Man, these guys, this village is doing well. He's right out there. And he does. He hits hard and fast. Let's see. What if you come over here? I think that's... Oh, there's the mine. I think that's Israfel. Because I think that's what... Somebody was telling me the mod is not the actual, like, Shadow of Israfel story game thing. It's just that character that roams around in thunderstorms like that. Yeah, see, that's not good. And calls down thunder and lightning and shoots tons and tons of arrows at you. And is kind of smart. Oh, there we go. We get anything for that? Stinking spiders. It's always somebody trying to get in my business. Dang it. Okay, so here's the mines. We're supposed to be looking for some guy in the mines, and I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, that was exciting. And it seems like we got nothing from him, except for maybe... Oh, check it out, we've got full-on hearts now. We might have gotten a bunch of experience points from that dude. It's really hard to say. But he's definitely dead. So, well, anyway... Yeah, this is the problem. I'm just not very good at this game yet, so it's kind of frustrating to watch, I would imagine. I wonder how many more of those there are. Those Israfel characters. Well, I'm going to put down some more bricks, harvest them up once they've... I thought they said don't let them dry. Maybe they did say don't let them dry. I thought I remember now. I'm just trying to think back. Let's get rid of this stupid thing. Oh, seriously. You just hold on a second, please. Hold on. Let's go over here and see some villagers so I can get my sword out. Man. It's just been one of those days, you know? There we go. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so let me do this. Let me try to get some semblance of order going. In fact, you know what? We got a good start. This is going to be a video. I'm calling it here. There's danger lurking around every corner. We've got the start of our tower over there. It's going to be pretty cool to be able to be from this village to see our castle going up, and that will become our castle area. And we killed Israfel, I think, whoever that was. And yeah, so we'll call it a video. We're on our way. They're on their way to mud bricks. By the time I figure out how to get this going, they won't even need them. But I do think I take them and put them in the oven once I've... So I think what you do is you put them down, you collect them, and then you like make them into bricks, and then I don't know, and then you put them in the oven, you smelt them, and then you get bricks. I don't really know. But we'll try it next time. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you like it, thumbs up, please. Follow me on Twitter, Minecraft OTB, and I appreciate it. I'll talk to you next time.